Hi everyone, my name is Eric and today I will be reviewing the Balance Wrist BPM. This is a blood pressure monitor that goes on your wrist for only around 20 bucks. If you guys do like this one, I included a link in the description below where you can pick one of these up for the best price. I'll go ahead and show you how to use this and just go over why it's so important and why everyone should own one of these. So recently, a family member of mine was having some heart problems, so I thought it would be a good idea to monitor my blood pressure and heart rate on a regular basis, so if I do notice something wrong, I can take care of it early. So it comes nicely packaged in this box. You do have a really well-written manual. This tells you everything you need to know. And then here's the actual unit. It's really small and the box barely takes up any space. And that's it. This is a wrist blood pressure monitor. Most of them will go on the arms, but this one actually works really well. I did compare this one to the really expensive unit at the grocery store, and the results were surprisingly very similar, almost identical. So if you guys are worried about the accuracy of it, I have tested it out, and as long as you use it correctly, it's going to give you some really accurate results. Now, it's important to know because the higher your blood pressure is, the higher your risk for health problems in the future. Being proactive can really help you out, and at only around $20, there's no excuse for you not to have a blood pressure monitor around. Now, if you do have a heart rate monitor, it's just simply not enough. There's really no good correlation between pulse rate and blood pressure. So the difference is blood pressure is actually the force that the heart exerts against the walls of the arteries as it pumps the blood out of your body. Now it's going to give you two numbers. You have your SYS and your DIA. That's going to be your systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. So the top one, which is your systolic, that's the pressure as the heart beats and forces blood into the arteries. Your diastolic is the bottom number, and that's going to be the pressure that the heart relaxes between beats. Okay, so here's some tips on using it. First, you don't want to measure it while walking or moving your fingers. Second, don't measure it within 1 hour of eating or drinking, and make sure to wait 15 minutes before checking your blood pressure again. And don't measure after drinking tea, coffee, or smoking. And you want to make sure that you've been sitting down for at least 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on and show you guys. So I've pretty much broken a lot of these rules. I've been running all around the house. I've been drinking coffee this morning, so I'm sure my pulse rate is gonna be pretty high, but let me show you how to do this. So it fits on right here. You want the screen to be on the bottom of your wrist, and you want it to be about a little bit less than ½ of an inch below your wrist. So right there. And then make sure there's no space. You want to have a pretty tight seal right here, or else you're going to get inaccurate results. Okay, so once you have it clipped onto your wrist, go ahead and attach the Velcro pretty firmly. And that's going to just make sure that it's not loose and that there's no space underneath. As you can see, that's on there really nice. And when you hold it up, you want to make sure that it's at the same level of your heart. So don't put it up too high, not too low. Okay, so this thing can actually measure 2 different units of blood pressure. You can do the mmHg, which is millimeters of mercury, or you can also do kPa, which is kilopascal. So I'll go ahead and leave it in mmHg. And this thing will actually remember 2 users. So if you do have a friend who's going to be using it as well, you can actually keep track of the history of yourself and your friend. Okay, now that I have it level with my heart, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I am user number 1, but you can switch between user 1 and 2. And then once you're ready, just press on and that's it. And now it's going to run through its thing. The motor is going to turn on and start taking your pulse and measuring your blood pressure. So you can start seeing your pulse right here. Okay, so you have your 128/85 and your pulse rate of 81. And then it has this nice chart on the left side to tell you it just at a glance where you're at. If you're in the green, that's good. If you're up here in the yellow, orange, or red, then you really want to start paying attention to that. And maybe give that information to your doctor. And this thing only uses 2 AAA batteries, which are included, and they last a surprisingly very long time. I've used this thing quite a bit definitely over 20 times, and the batteries still are running strong. I'm surprised because the motor in here is so powerful. So if you guys do have any questions, please just leave them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to get back to everyone. But I hope you guys found the video review helpful. If you did, I always appreciate those thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my future reviews. Thanks, guys.